Alrighty, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy White Album here. Welcome back to some more Witch on the Holy Night. Last time we left off, we actually started one of the archive books called Martha. Thought it was going to be something pretty quick, but it's not. It actually took an hour for me to get somewhere. So hopefully we can actually end it today. So let's get to it. And the cool thing so far is, oh wait, hold on. I saved it. Wait, did I not save it? I think I did save it. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Whew, I thought that was going to be a little bit of a problem there. Okay, no, but we got it. So, here we go. Here we go. Buckle in, because this is going to get good. Okay. This bird was trouble. The word bird brain seemed had taken on a whole new meaning to Sojiro. If he were stuck here listening any longer, he had the feeling he might hear something he would not be able to unhear.
すまない。そろそろいいかな。
Sorry, but I should really get going. With a wave of his hand, he attempted to flee to the attic above the second floor.
ちょ、待つさー！ここからがいいところなのになんで猿っすか？スカーレット・オハラっすか？激動の主人公気取りっすか？
Now wait just 1 minute, boy. You're about to miss the best part. Who do you think you are? Scarlett O'Hara? You think you're the most important character in this war, huh? Scarlett O'Hara. I mean, that sounds familiar, but I don't know exactly from where, but I've heard that phrase before.
そのあたり自分なんか納得いかないっす。まだうちに入ったばかりの新参者がなんでアリスさんの視点を独り占めしてるっすか？許せないっすけど、その秘訣を教えてほしいっす。切実に。自分本気出したらすごいっすよ。
You're not fooling me, that's for sure. What's a saucepan and lid like you getting all Angel Mom's attention? Why? You're all she looks at. I can't stand it. So you better tell me your secret. I'm serious. And you'll never want to see me get serious. The fuck is that insult? Saucepan and lid, bro? I think I'd be more offended that you call me that than whatever scuffle we're about to get into.
何？
What? Halfway up the stairs already, Sojiro quickly retraced the steps.
君、今のはどういう？
What did you just say? Did you just call me a fucking lid?
だから、アリスさん好きあらばお前を見てるっす。
That whenever Angel Mom has a moment to spare, she starts watching you like a hawk. That's what, yeah, because if Sojiro does anything, he gets turned to ashes.
思い出したっすよ。そもそも自分、熱視線でサーチされてるからって突き上がるなと釘刺しに来たんす。
And now I remember why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to make sure you don't go getting any big ideas just because she's looking over at you with that burning look in her mince pies. What?
だいたいその字は何度も自分に助けられてるっす。
I've already saved you more times than you know, Mr. Sonoji.
アリスさんの命令がなかったら今頃その字、鏡の中でおだぶつっす。これなんすかね？人間の感情とかわかんないっすけど、魚辺に砂糖とか書くっすかね？
If it wasn't for Miss Alice's orders, you'd be stuck in some old mirror, you know? What's really going on? Is this that crazy rubber and glove that you humans get all... Wait, what? Is this that crazy rubber and glove that you humans get all Moby Dick over? Dog, what is this bird talking about, dude? What is this phrasing it's using?
助けられてるって、俺が？
You're saying she saved me. Alice. Saved me?
まあ、殺そうとしてるのもアリスさんっすけどね。
Yeah, well, she's also the one trying to kill you, but come off it.
アリスさんはこう言ったっす。彼が鏡の中に迷い込みそうになったら助けてあげて、 危険なものには近寄らないように誘導もしてあげて。ええ、でも思い上がらないことね、しずきくん。別にあんたのことが心配なわけじゃ。
Oh no. Here's what she told me. She said to save you if you ever were about to get lost in the mirror or got too close to something dangerous. But don't go getting no big head, you hear me? It's not like anyone cares about what happens to you. It happened in a flash. With a swift, unhesitating strike of her hand, Alice squashed the bird right then and there, as it sat on the telephone receiver stand in the foyer. Her pressed palm continued to pin it down. The bird's crushed form resembled a bright rubber ball, like what a child might play with. Hey, what's the big idea, Miss Alice?
そして痛い。体中の血液がくちばしからこう右方向に流れていく感覚とか。
You're killing me. I can feel all the blood in my body gushing out of my beak. The bird raised a mighty uproar. I love Alice.
これの言うことは気にしないで。
Look at it fucking squirming. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Ignore everything, the bird says. Alice returned to the drawing room, taking the bird with her. Her dark silhouette cloaked in a shadow was the complete opposite of the gaudy little bird. Huh. Sojiro folded his arms as he stood alone, no less confused than before, and whispered,
こうしてますます疑問は増えていくのだった。
Things get stranger by the day around here, huh? Up at the night sky visible through the skylight. I guess because he was looking up while he said that. Are you fucking serious? That was the end of it? God damn it, game. I wish there was an indication of how much I had left, because I actually could have finished that off in that one video, but okay. That's genuinely annoying. But that was Martha. That was an interesting little read there. I did enjoy it though. We got to meet I already forgot her name, but it's like Sojiro's acquaintance, whoever the hell she was. But nice. Okay, so now we can get back on track and go to the next episode. Are you for real? Episode was this 8? 7? 9? I have no 8, okay. Episode 8. Are you for real? Misaki High School winter vacation began in mid-December. The tranquil air of the school was a refreshing change of pace from the more competitive schools and their nationally famous sports teams and exam-oriented curriculum. The empty, newly constructed building evoked images of a pure white swan descending upon a still winter lake. The modern school building felt alive in its stillness, in spite of the absence of its lifeblood of students. Most students never knew what this building used to look like. It was just a small, run-down wooden building, a shadow of its former self. The former school was never torn down and now stood in lonely silence. It was tucked away deep in a seemingly infinite wood that stretched across the mountains. The sound of brooms sweeping dead leaves resonated in the air. The ocean of leaves had accumulated into piles as big as sand dunes. Sweeping was a futile venture at this point. An ominous feeling lingered in the air, perhaps the result of 2 years of abandonment. Cleaning the inside of the building alone would take more than a few days to finish. Not to mention...
本当だり、存在価値が見出せねえ。
Is that Kinomi? Ugh, this sucks. We're students, damn it, not machines.
ばっかじゃねえの。冬休みは短いってのになんでこんなことやらせんだよ、生徒会は。
We barely get any winter break, and then the student council has us out here doing this crap? Oh, it is him. The misguided youth sent here for the job wasted no time making it clear he wanted no part in this beautification efforts.
っていうか、ジャージでやらせんなよ。ジャンパーぐらい着させろよな。何これ、もしかして体育の報酬？寒中マラソン？俺体育だけはサボったことねえんすけどね。
At least let us wear a jacket or something. It's freezing out here. Is this part of a gym class or something? Winter marathon training? I'm saying this as someone who's never skipped gym class. Hosuke Kinomi continued to mumble and grumble to himself as he reluctantly swept away at the ground. Meanwhile, Sojiro silently and swiftly continued his sweeping, glaring at Kinomi out of the corner of his eye.
おい、何真面目にやってんだよ。こんなの適当でいいんだって。だいたい40人しかいねえのにこんな山みたいな庭の掃除なんか終わるかってんだ。
Are you seriously trying to clean all this up for real? There's only like 40 of us out here. There's no way we're gonna get all this cleaned up, so who cares?
終わらないことなんてない。少しうるさいぞ、木の実は。
Anything can be completed with diligence, Kinomi. So stop complaining so hard. Kinomi went back to idly swinging his broom without even glancing over at Sojiro. Mornings on the mountain were cold. There was no hint of sun in the cloudy sky above. Ash gray light illuminated the rear courtyard. The sharp of minter. I meant to say midwinter. I said minter. The sharp cold of midwinter pierced through everyone's gloves as if they did not exist. A day like this was the best spent indoors under warm blankets. But for some reason, they were out here cleaning. The Special Winter Cleaning Team. That was the name given to this elite force sent to clean up this dilapidated, overgrown mountain. The other students had put their faith into this team to fulfill this beautification mission, respecting them for their sacrifice. The reality, however, was that this was nothing more than a ragtag, dare-losing gang of students needing remedial lessons before their exams. They were the victims of a year-long arm-twisting scheme by the student council. Who in their right mind would come out here to sweep up leaves with a blizzard looming over on the horizon? Other than one of the 40 assembled, none of them had any semblance of interest in the task at hand.
おい見ろよしずき。赤羽たち向こうで焼き芋とかレトロな真似してやがる。
Hey, Suzuki, look over there. Akabane and those guys over there are roasting sweet potatoes. What is this? The 50s or something?
2番煎じはいかにも頭悪いしな。そうだ。俺たちはイカでも焼かねえ？
Looks like they don't even know how to roast them properly. Oh, I know. Want to grow some squid? Kinomi did not want to be here to begin with, and was constantly trying to break Sojiro into joining him. The cleaning squad was divided into groups. Sojiro and Kinomi were in charge of cleaning behind the gymnasium. Sojiro was the leader of the platoon. Kinomi was the grunt.
ああ、こことあっちの垣根をきれいにしたら、焼き芋だろうと焼きイカだろうと猫鍋だろうと好きにしよう。その頃にはちょうどお昼だ。
My boy is looking fit. Look, when we finish cleaning up around this fence, you can go off and eat your sweet potato or squid or whatever it is you want because it'll be lunchtime. Sojiro said as he expertly packed his swept leaves into trash bags. 2 hours had passed since they assembled on this foggy morning at 7 o'clock. While everyone else chatted and laughed as they worked, Sojiro alone had worked in complete silence at the same blistering pace since he started. The sheer amount of work he put in was likely the only thing keeping him from complaining of the cold in his thin jersey.
なあ、やめようぜ。見ろ、そこの池、スケートリンク。やっぱ池？
Oh, come on. Let's take a break. Look at that pond or should I say ice skating rink. Wait, no. On second thought, it's just a pond.
とにかくそこの池らしきものだってカチカチに凍ってるぐらいなんだぜ。
But it's frozen solid, dude. Like, that's how cold it is out here.
こんな雪原じゃ人体は普通動かねえよ。機械伯爵でもなきゃだよ。そろそろ人間狩りが始まるよ。
A normal human can't work in these snowy conditions unless there's some kind of robot. We're gonna have to start eating each other to survive if this keeps up. Damn, my man resorted. You got dudes on the other group of there roasting fucking sweet potatoes, and my man went straight to cannibalism. What the hell?
なんでいい加減休憩しね。
Come on, why don't we just take a break for a minute?
せっかく枯葉集めたんだから燃やして温まんないとさ。どうせ監視役は殿下しかいないんだしさ。 なあ、焼きイカやろうぜ。焼きイカ。
We got all these leaves together. Why don't we burn them and get warmed up? Nobody's really watching. Come on, let's grill some squid, please. For some reason, Kinomi was droning on about his squid. Sojiro had managed to withstand the barrage of complaints from his comrade, but even he was reaching his limit.
木の実、頼むから。
Kinomi, please. Hey, it's the homeboy Tobimaru. Just then, Sojiro saw the Grim Reaper himself creeping behind Kinomi. In his hands, he held a rake instead of a soft bamboo broom.
いいぜ。お前がイカなんてもんを用意してるほどの大人物だってんなら、慎んでイカ焼きぐらい許可してやるよ。なんなら醤油はこっちで用意してやろ
う。Sounds good to me. I'll let the bit of grilled squid slide. Far be it for me to get between the big man and the squid. I'll tell you what, I'll even get you the soy sauce. Kinomi shot to attention at the voice behind him.
その物言い、築地何がし。
Ah! Tsukiji! Is that you? Before quickly turning around, swinging his broom in the process. Tobimaru easily blocked the swing with his rake.
ああ、てめえ、やる気十分じゃねえか。溢れる労働意欲を抑えきれないってわけか。なんならシベリアコースにでも行っちまうか。
Oh, so now you want to use that broom, huh? Just can't contain all that hard work and spirit I see. Maybe I should assign you to the special suburban trail then.
女ども集めて焼却炉に陣取ってる野郎の言葉なんざ聞かねえよ。真冬に南国気分とかマジ寒いわ。
All have you done is stand over by the furnace with the girls pretending you're like on a Caribbean holiday instead of out here in the freezing cold. Both boys glared at each other with a wry smile, broom and rake locked in an embrace. These two were only friendly with each other on school grounds.
飛び丸、一応彼は戦力なんだから邪魔しないでくれ。
Tobimaru, please don't distract him any more than he already is. Both of them scoffed angrily and put away their weapons. They both knew better than to argue with Sojiro, the only one cleaning with a garbage bag in hand.
それで、何しに来たんだ、飛び丸。
Something we can help you with, Tobimaru?
君はあったかい焼却炉の前で、永遠に火の管理をすると豪語していたんじゃなかったっけ？
I thought you were too busy pretending to tend the fire over at the furnace. A harsh comment. Apparently even Sojiro had a slight taste for drama.
なんてこった。善良な生徒ですら、俺をそんな目で見るのか。
So it's come to this, huh? Even the upstanding students like you are looking down on me now. Tobimaru seemed sad at Sojiro's observation. But as long as Tobimaru continued to claim he was helping the girls clean by doing nothing more than standing in front of a pile of burning leaves, Sojiro found it hard to sympathize.
いいから要件を言えよ。殿下と違って俺らは暇じゃねえんだ。
Just tell us what you want. We're actually busy doing work over here, unlike some people.
ああ、そうかよ。宗次郎、そろそろ小休止だ。向こうで温まろうよ。
Oh, is that so? Well, lucky for you, it's almost break time. Let's get warmed up over there.
お？なんだ、ブレイクかよ。話せるじゃん、殿下。
Oh, break time? Now we're talking.
ああ、てめえは除外に決まってんだろ。特権は功労者にのみ与えられるもんだ。
Huh? No, not for you, idiot. Only people who've actually done some work can take a break.
焼却炉の前に来たけりゃ、それ相応の貢ぎ物を持ってきやがれ。具体的に言うと、リアカー1台分のゴミ袋な。
If you want to come stand by the furnace, then bring me enough leaves to fill a cart. Until then, keep sweeping.
ひっでえ！生徒会応募！
I have rights, you know. This is abuse of power. Konami's complaints naturally fell on deaf ears. Tobimaru had been selected to lead the cleaning operation, and his word was final. If Konami were to continue to push his buttons, he knew he would be on cleaning duty tomorrow, and the next day too.
さ、行くぞ。誰の趣味か知らねえが、なぜか知る子の感が山ほどあってな。中華まんの一つでもあった方が気が利くってもんなんだがね。あれか、遭難用のチョコレートみたいなもんか？
All right, here we go, people. Don't ask me why, but we have a bunch of cans of sweet reed bean, a red bean soup. Some meat buns would have been better, but that would have to require a certain someone to use the brain. We've also got some emergency chocolate.
たく、
Emergency chocolate.
あいつの考えは未だにわかんねえな。
God damn it. What the hell was she thinking? Sojiro reassured Tobimaru by saying that he thought the food would do just fine for everyone.
なんだよ。行かねえのか、宗次郎。
Huh? Wait, you're not coming?
ああ、自分はここに残るよ。旦なら木の実の言うように葉を燃やせばいい。そこに池もある。火の始末なら安心だ。
No, I'm gonna stay here. We can just burn some leaves to stay warm like Konomi said. We got a pond right there, so we can easily put out the fire when we're done. This was clearly for Konomi's benefit. Tobimaru furrowed his brow while Konomi shivered from the cold.
俺は今、友情ってもんを実感している。すげえな。真心って本当にあったんだ。
Is that a glimmer of friendship I just saw? You know what? You're as pure as the snow is white.
くそ、待ってろしずき。今赤羽たちから芋を奪ってくる。
This is nuts. But just wait here, Suzuki. I'm gonna grab some sweet potatoes from Akabane. Perhaps shy to show his true feelings, Konomi ran off to the neighboring group.
な、予想はしてたけどな。ほらよ。
I'd figure you say that. Here. Tobimaru pulled out a hot can from his jersey pocket, scratching his head in exasperation. He pulled out 3 in all, one from each jersey pocket, and one from his pants pocket.
さっさと焚き火の用意をしようぜ。俺もこっちで休むことにするわ。
Let's get a fire going. I'm gonna chill over here too.
付き合いがいいのはお互い様だな。
Well, I guess we both know how to deal with people, huh? Sojiro quickly prepared the leaves for the fire, carefully gathering them up for them to burn neatly.
慣れてるな。
You're pretty good at that.
マッチがあるから楽なんだ。
So it's easy when you have matches. Sojiro crouched down in front of the burning leaves and warmed his hands near the flames. Even though he showed no signs of being cold, underneath it all, Sojiro was cold too. He gazed into the fire as the smoke rose from the pile of leaves, as if remembering the good times from his past. Tobimaru felt a touch of concern as he looked at Sojiro. He saw within him homesickness and retrospection. He also saw a dark shadow looming over him, like a stranger in a foreign land without a home.
元気ねえな、宗次郎。
You don't look so good, Sojiro.
まあね。少し疲れてる。
Yeah, well, I suppose I am a little tired.
悩み事なら相談に乗るぜ。気が向いたら話してくれ。
If you need to talk, I'm here for you. Just let me know. Tobimaru continued speaking with the pull tab from the can of sweet red bean soup still around his index finger. Sojiro was focused on the fire.
そういえばな、お前が学校休んでる時、青崎に殴られたぜ。なんでも俺は大ボラ吹きだそうだ。
Oh yeah, while you were taking a break from school, Ozaki slugged me. She said I've got a big mouth.
すごいな。大抜擢じゃないか。
Wow. Congratulations. Sometimes Sojiro would reply incoherently like this. Tobimaru chalked it up to cultural differences.
なあ、青崎とはどうなってんだ？テスト前は駅まで一緒に帰ってただろ？うまくいってんのか、あれから。
Say, how things are going? How things are? How are things going with Ozaki anyway? You used to walk with her to the train station before exams. Have things been going well since then? It was obvious to everyone that it was far from the case, yet Tobimaru asked anyway.
ああ、今は一緒に住んでるよ。
Yeah, we live together now. Sojiro went with the truthful, blunt response.
ああ、そうか。一緒と来たか。
Wow, I see, I see. Well, that was quick. Dating already, huh? Tobimaro tried to laugh off Sojiro's all too casual confession. However,
はあ、一緒に住んでるぞ。
wait, you live together?
どうした飛び丸。火でも飛んだか？
Are you okay, Tobimaro? Did a spark hit you?
飛んでねえし、それより怖え。おい、今の聞き捨てならねえたわごとは本当の話か？
No, worse. My friend just said the wildest thing I've ever heard. Sojiro protested Tobimaru's reply with silence.
その余裕、マジか。女に興味なさそうな顔してて、やることやってんじゃねえかてめえ。
You're not kidding, are you? One day you're barely interested in girls, and the next you're shacked up with one. That made me laugh. That made me laugh. That was funny. Tobimaro had always felt that he and Sojiro were an equal match strength-wise, but for some reason, he cannot shake the feeling that Sojiro was now his superior in the brain department. Sojiro's case was cast a rare angry angry. Goddamn, why am I fucking up, man? Sojiro cast a rare angry glare in Tobimaru's direction.
こっちこそ聞き捨てならない。
That was awfully rude.
なんだ、その女に興味はないってのは。
What do you mean I'm not interested in girls? Sojiro seemed genuinely angry and his voice was icy. My boy's like, what? Homeboy, I just rizzed up fucking a witch, bro. Are you don't fuck with me, Toby. Come on now. This uncharacteristic level of anger from Sojiro was enough to get Tobimaru to back down.
いや、悪い。そんな雰囲気あったんだよ、お前さんは。それは謝る。けどよ、青崎と一緒に住んでるってどういうことだ？いくらなんでも一足飛びすぎだろ。
Hey, look, I was out of line. I just assumed a few things. I apologize. But seriously, what do you mean you're living with her? This all seems way too fast for you.
別に君が期待しているようなことはない。彼女が住んでいるところの部屋を借りることになっただけだ。
It's not what you think. I'm just renting a room in her house.
屋根の裏にある部屋なんだけど、板張りで山小屋を思い出すんで気に入ってる。
It's up in the attic, but it reminds me of a mountain cottage, so I kind of like it. They also feed me dog treats because they treat me like a fucking animal. Tobimaru did not bat an eyelid at hearing that Sojiro now lived in an attic, and continued his questioning.
屋敷って、あのクオンジの屋敷か？
I mean, we're talking about that mansion, right? The Kuonji mansion?
それこそまさかだぜ。宗十郎、お前一体どんな手品を使いやがった？
This is out of this world. Like, what kind of wizard are you to pull that off? He's the Rizzler, my guy.
飛び丸こそあの家を知ってるのか？
Do you know that place, Tobimaru?
そりゃな。これでも築地家期待の跡取り候補だぜ、俺は。クオンジグループのご令嬢が住んでる屋敷ぐらいは知ってるさ。霊園女学院の2年生だろ、確か。
Come on, dude. You're talking to the heir of the Tsukiji throne here. Of course I know about the mansion where the first daughter of the Kuonji group lives. She's a sophomore at the Rayan Girls Academy, right?
クオンジ何？
Kuonji... Wait, what? Sojiro was looking more confused than ever, so Tobimaru reluctantly explained everything as simply as he could so Sojiro could understand.
クオンジグループ。つか、財団だな。
The Kuonji group. Well, they're more like a foundation. Really.
平たく言えば、一族全部がお金持ちで、仲良く会社を経営してる連中だと思えばいい。複合企業とまではいかないが、輸出業じゃかなりのもんだ。
All you need to know is, the whole family is loaded, and they own and manage various companies together. They're not quite a conglomerate, but they're a big deal in the exports industry.
ホームグラウンドは国外で、先代の会長の英国 B 機がたたって、一時期は沈みかけてたんだが、5年くらい前かね。本拠地をこっちに移してからは、ご存知の通りだ。
They used to operate out of England because their old chairman loved the place. But things went south about 5 years ago, so they moved all their operations back here.
会長が息子に移ってからはきちんと持ち直して、今や町の名士だろ。ここでもクオンジの名前はそこかしこで目に入る。この学校の立て直し予算の半分は連中からだしな。
Since their son took over, things have rebounded for them, and that's why you see their name plastered around town. They contribute like half the funds required to rebuild our school. Despite the oversimplification explanation, that sounds like a deathcore band, Sojiro still seemed to not be getting it. With that, Tobimuro decided to give up on trying to explain.
あれだ。想像もできない金持ちってこと。
They're filthy rich, okay?
ソウの字が働いてる喫茶店だって、クオンジが向こうから持ってきたブランドだぜ。今じゃ全国チェーンになっちまったがな。
You know that coffee place you work at? The Kuonjis brought that franchise here. Now, they're a national chain.
つまりすごく偉いんだね。おかしいな。ならなんであんなに倹約してるんだろう。
Okay, so they're very rich and very important. Weird. If that's the case, then why is she so frugal all the time? Sojiro mumbled incoherently to himself. Tobimaro looked at him with a complex expression on its face, somewhere between envy and heartfelt sympathy.
しかし、うまいことやったな、宗十郎。
Well, whatever the case, you done good for yourself, buddy.
それで、本当のところはどうなんだ？男と女が同じ屋根の下にいれば、やることは一つだろ？
Tell me the truth, though. When a guy and a girl living under the same roof, only one thing can be happening. Am I right?
案外古いな、飛び丸も。
That's a surprisingly old-fashioned thought for you to have, Tobimaro.
抜かせ。そのあたりをごまかしてたら、男なんざやってらんねえ。
Now give me a break. What kind of guy is afraid to talk to this kind of stuff?
そりゃ
Talk
ごも
about
っ
this
と
kind
も
of。stuff.
実を言うと、正直な話。
I suppose you're right. So the truth is, though Sojiro and Aoko were living together, there were absolutely no chemistry between them. Though that was not to say that living in such close quarters as they did, unintended mishaps did occur from time to time. But even still,
驚くぐらい、そういうことにはなってない。あの屋敷すごく広いし。
you'd be surprised how nothing like that goes on. The mansion is pretty huge after all. Everyone was often busy with their own affairs, so there was no opportunity for that sort of thing to happen.
そもそもだな。もし飛び丸だったら、下宿先が同じってことだけで、青崎に言い寄る気になるかい？
I mean, answer me this. Would you suddenly make advances on Aozaki just because you're living under the same roof? I mean, doesn't Tobimaru, like, have a crush on her? I'm assuming.
いや、ならねえな、そりゃ。
You got me there. Nope. Never. Tobimaru nodded intently, as if he were thinking back over his many ex-relationships. Oh, my boy's also a Rizzler? Let's go.
いやー、健全だな。
Well, this sounds very wholesome. This all sounds very wholesome.
ああ、健全だろ。
Yeah, I feel great. Sojiro gave no more than a quick affirmation to Tobimaru's despondent murmur. He was doing fine. But besides his physical health, it was surely Sojiro's personality that enabled him to maintain any semblance of peace dealing with both Aoko and Alice while living in that mansion.
でも、それとは別の話で、青崎には頭が上がらないんだ。
Well, on an unrelated note, I'm totally indebted to Aozaki.
彼女にはもう返せない借りがあってさ。
I'm not sure how I can ever repay her for what she's done for me. Sojiro's eyes turned slightly serious as he stared into the fire. Tobimaro felt that there was more to those words than Sojiro was letting on.
もう返せない借りだ。
Ah, so you owe her big time, huh? Sojiro. I almost said Sojimaru. That would have been wild. Hey, there's your ship there for whoever's watching this. If you're that person. Sojiro merely nodded in silence at Tobimaru's inquisitive acknowledgement. And just then, a strange scream pierced through the still silence of the wood like a knife.
なんか聞こえたな。
Did you hear that?
ああ、木の実だ。
Yeah, and it was Konomi. Sojiro had already stood up before he responded. He bolted to the frozen lake, broke the ice with his broom, scooped up some of the frigid water in a bucket, and threw it on the fire, all in less than 10 seconds. Then, he immediately ran off to the depths of the woods from where he heard the scream. Tobimaro followed after him in panicked confusion.
飛び丸、この先に何かあるのか？
Tobimaro, do you know what's down this way?
確か旧校舎が残ってるはずだ。
The remains of the old school building should be here.
他には
There.
野犬の住処とかそういう嫌な話は？
Anything else? You know, like a pack of wild dogs or bad stuff like that?
はあ？いや、いるとしても鹿かウサギじゃねえか？
Huh? No, dude. If anything, it'll just be some deer or rabbits or something.
なら怖がることもないか。急ごう、飛び丸。
Then there's nothing to be afraid of. Let's hurry. Perhaps because of his time spent growing up in the mountains, Sojiro quickly sprinted over the slippery dead leaves. Tobimaro was not particularly cautious himself, but nevertheless, he could not keep up with Sojiro in here. Before long, Sojiro found himself running alone. When piles of leaves blocked the natural trail, he would sometimes knock them away with his hands, and sometimes expertly slip through them. It was clear that he was used to dealing with this with this level of nature. Oh, look at that, the old school. Goddamn, the school was that deep into the forest? Fucking hell. After a few minutes, Sojiro arrived at a clearing. The wall of trees had ended. It was an obvious man-made clearing here on the mountainside. In the distance was what looked like an old wooden school building. It was a small, aesthetically pleasing building, no longer than an elementary school, lost in the depths of the winter wilderness.
Kinomi!
Kinomi! Kinomi stood alone on the old school grounds.
は？なんでしずきまで追いかけてきたん？
Hey, what are you doing here, Suzuki? A sour expression came over Sojiro's face as Kinomi tilted his head in confusion.
そっちこそどうしたんだ？変な声上げて。
That's what I want to know. And what was that scream all about?
声？いや、そりゃガキ相手に怒鳴ったけどよ。
Huh? What scream? I was just pissed at this dumb kid.
ほら、あのガキだよ。芋持ってるだろ。であ、中に逃げ込みやがった。
Look, there he is. I know he's got some potatoes on him. Damn it. We let him run off inside. Kanomi pointed resentfully toward the old school building. There was indeed somebody standing at the entrance to the building just over 300 feet in the distance.
たく、こんな上まで来やがって。いつから子供の遊び場になってんだ、ここ。
What the hell is he doing up here anyway? Is this where the kids hang out nowadays? Kanomi shrugged his shoulders to signal how little he cared what the young children did with their time. This place was deep in the woods, but it was not particularly dangerous. Sojiro had run through the wood to get here, but there was also a paved road leading to this spot from outside the woods too. Kanomi apparently followed that road to get here.
ん？子供？
A child? Sojiro squinted.
ああ、金髪なんでさっきはちょっと驚いたけどな。外国人の子供ってなんか怖いだろ？
Yeah, he had blonde hair, which kind of freaked me out at first. Oh man, foreign kids are scary, man. It was indeed quite rare to see a foreigner in a province. I know it's supposed to be province. Province? How the fuck did you say that? Okay. I'm just gonna fucking keep going. It was strange to see a foreigner in a town such as Misaki. Sojiro had never even seen a foreigner in person, which made the whole thing even more mysterious.
それで、木の実はなんでここまで？
Wait, why did you feel you need to run all the way up here again?
いや、赤羽たちがよ、ガキに食料奪われたって言うからここまで追いかけてきたんだ。
Akabane said that stupid kid stole their food, so I was chasing him down and ended up here.
そういうことだから、 二人がかりであのお子様とっちめようぜ。
Since you're here, let's team up and see if we can catch him.
怖いことを考えるな、木の実は。
Man, that's a little menacing, Konomi. Sojiro could not find it in him to agree with this plan. It seemed unfair to team up against a little kid.
いいから帰ろう。あの子こっちを睨んでるじゃないか。
Come on, let's head back. That kid is over there just staring at us. Bro, I swear if they fucking show me an image, like a panel of some like fucking spirit kid with like weird looking fucking eyes, bro, it's over with this playthrough.
それに飛び丸にこんなところ見られたら、冬休み中ずっと山の掃除で終わることになるぞ。
And besides, if Tobimaro sees us up here slacking off, we're gonna be cleaning up this mountain for the whole winter break. Sojiro took Konomi by the shoulders and began leading him back to the path he came from. Konomi cast one last gaze at this old school building before reluctantly following. I'm not ready. Oh, there we go. Just then, Tobimaro appeared, panting and out of breath.
早いな、宗十郎。
How are you? So fast. Tobimaro could hardly catch his breath. He arrived about 3 minutes behind Sojiro, despite having a good set of legs on him.
それでどうした？木の実、無事か？
So what's going on? Are you alright, Konomi?
はあ？無事も何も殿下こそどったん。
Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. What about you, Your Highness? Konomi seemed perplexed at Tobimaro's first ever display of concern for him.
なんだそりゃ。てめえ、あれだけの大声を上げておいて、しらばっくれる気か？上で何かあったんだろうが。
What the hell's that supposed to mean? You're out here in the middle of nowhere screaming bloody murder, and what am I supposed to think? We were worried.
すまない。こっちの早とちりだった。
I guess that was my fault. I guess I jumped to conclusions.
飛び丸は知らないだろうけど、木の実は時々、バイト先でも規制を上げる癖があるんだ。
You probably never heard him do it, but sometimes at work, Konomi had this habit of letting out a weird yell like that. Damn. Konomi looked disapproving as Sojiro nonchalantly shared this insight. This is the first time he had ever heard of it.
怪しいな。またよからぬことでも企んでるんじゃねえか、そこの。
Alright. I'm not buying it. You're up to something, aren't you?
ないよ。戻って掃除の続きをするぞ、飛び丸。
Of course not. Come on, Tobimaro. There's cleaning to be done. Sojiro pat Tobimaro on the shoulder. Why am I having a hard time saying that? Shoulder. There you go. Dude, I was actually struggling, dude. I actually had a brain fart. I cannot remember how to say shoulder. A couple of times and started walking. Tobimaro cast a doubtful glare in his direction as he meandered off. He had a feeling that Sojiro was covering for Kinomi somehow.
まさか、旧校舎に火なんてつけてないだろうな。
You didn't set the old school building on fire or something, did you?
誰もしないよ、そんなことは。
Of course not. Who would even do that? Sojiro kept walking and did not even look back at Tobimaro as he spoke. Tobimaro and Kinomi tilted their heads in confusion as they reluctantly followed the unusually aggressive Sojiro back to their cleaning spot. Oh, my man's is angered. But I think that's where we're going to end today's video, you guys. Finally got back onto the story. Good old... No, I actually didn't mind the that whole... What is it? Martha? I think it was called. Press that a few times to make sure that it saves. But yeah, now it looks like we're on the winter break. Why is Sojiro here? I'm now wondering, why is Sojiro... Okay, Konomi makes sense. Tobimaro makes sense since he's the student council. But why is Sojimaru... I fucking said it again. Why is Sojiro here in this Winter Olympics cleaning team? Maybe I missed something. I know he had pretty abysmal grades, but I don't think that's it, right? I don't know. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy White Album. I'll see you guys next time.